Today is Friday. TGIF, we love Friday. Friday, August 5th, 2022. It's 8:30 in the morning. We're heading on an air conditioning service call, also in Woodmere. It's a townhouse development. Actually, one of his neighbors, we actually installed the Bosch IDS 2.0 on top of the Bosch 95% gas-fired furnace. We did that about a month ago. Ooh, that reminds me, Mike was out with COVID at the time, and we got to do the gas piping there. Remember that? We didn't do the gas piping because it'll be a dual fuel system, right? So we have heat pump, and I mean by dual fuel, I mean electric heat pump and natural gas furnace. But he dropped some cheddar there. Hell yeah. And anyway, got that system up and running, installed. We got to do the gas pipe there. But anyway, we're going to a neighbor's house in the same development. They have a system in the basement and one in the garage. One does the first floor, one does the second floor. And apparently his air conditioning isn't working. So let's go head over there, see what's going on. And I would appreciate it if you smash that thumbs up button. I'm sure it'll be great. And hopefully I'll educate while we entertain. Ain't that right?
Of course.
Hi, Mom.
Hello.
And make sure you subscribe to DC HVAC. You know, Peter's brother, Daniel, has his own YouTube channel with, I think, about 2,000 subscribers. All right, that's very nice. It's very, very nice. But check out his YouTube channel. Maybe I'll post the link right up there. Right there. See, right here. Click on that and subscribe to his channel. Let's show Daniel some love. Especially since he's out for the next couple days. Last night, which was Thursday, he had some oral surgery. And he wasn't going to have anesthesia. All right? He wasn't going to have it because the doctor wanted $600 or $800 every half hour. That's insane. Damn, I should have been an anesthesiologist. God damn, wow. But I fronted that expense for him, so it's all good. All good in the neighborhood. All right, guys, let's head over to this townhouse and see what's going on. George? Is that an imposter? You know George the plumber on YouTube? I don't know. It's an imposter, definitely an imposter, because George wouldn't have a little retail storefront like that. That's a complete waste of money. All right, let's go see what's going on here. Fix him up, give him some cooling. Correction, actually. We're here for the air conditioning leaking. So, probably leaking water, I would say. All right. Hello.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Debbie said that he'll be here before noon, so this is like a surprise.
So what's wrong?
What's wrong? What is it about this house and water? It's in the, you know.
And it's DNA.
I don't know.
Okay, listen, I gotta
You know,
catch you
my
up. I
son
gotta go.
came yesterday, and luckily I said to him, go through the garage.
All right,
I looked in the
bye-bye.
garage. I went downstairs, and there was a stream of
Morning.
water. It looked like it was coming from the
Morning,
water heater.
It's me?
Looked like it was
So
coming
let's
from
go
the
see.
water heater. Well, he'll show you.
Okay.
It's really from the air conditioner.
Okay.
And by the way, I turned off this level.
I don't know
It's
why.
You wanna turn it back on?
Water.
Not yet.
No?
You want
Okay.
me to?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Let's see what's going on.
Water here, water there. I know we're born in water, but it's enough already.
So it's this one in here, this
This one.
wildebeest?
Yes, this older beast.
Wildebeest.
I called it an older beast. too.
Older beast.
It is an older beast. I stuck. I mean, when I got here, it was water up to
Yeah.
here into the carpet. So I told
Oh
my
yeah,
wife,
you got a little puddle back there
yeah,
too.
so
I see.
it's not bad now because it's starting to dry. I told my wife to get me one of those crates,
Okay.
a
Yeah, I see
storage
it
crate,
dripping.
and I saw where it was coming down from, so I slipped it underneath the leak
Alright.
there. So it's even drying up because I guess the water's going in there.
Okay.
And maybe by shutting that area off, maybe I slowed it up. I have no idea.
But this is for the second floor.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she turned off the wrong system.
She turned off the second floor.
No, I thought she was pointing to the one in the dining room, living room.
That's the second floor. Yeah, we have one on top, all the way on top. That's one,
Okay.
and then we have one below.
Yes. And you have two units. You have a unit in the garage,
Right.
and you have a unit here.
Right. The one in the garage seems to be dry. First, I thought maybe it was a hot water heater. I went to the hot water heater. You can check just in case.
No, but this system is for the top floor.
This is the top floor?
Yes.
Brilliant move on my part.
See?
That's why
All right, let me get in there and see.
That's why you're the doctor.
Yeah.
And I'm just the putz.
And now I have to try to keep my feet dry.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a lot of condensation right there, drippage. And it looks like it goes into that trap over there. And it looks like it connects to both ones here. All right, let's see. Peter? Yep. Think I can do it? I can keep my feet dry. Oh! Hey, look, I got about a quarter of an inch of water here.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right, so let's just see what we got here. There's our evaporator coil, this Lennox. And we have multiple connection points where we can drain this out, clean it out. You know, let's get the drain cat. And let's get the drill with the 5/16 on it. And we'll just use the drain cat and we'll blow out these lines. Maybe, nah. Thinking maybe, just maybe that's cocky, but you know, back up. All right. Peter, you back finally? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why didn't you go through the garage, which is like right there?
Yeah, that would have been a lot faster.
Yeah, it would have been a lot faster. All right, where's the drill? All right, I'm going to take apart these and we're going to start blowing these out. And I'm going to try to do this one-handedly. Nope. Come on. There we go. We'll switch it real quick. Let's move this right there. Yep, see? Hold that water right there. Okay. That's clogged right there. See? The drain cat? What are you doing? Don't do anything. Here, let's grab this. All right. Let's open this. You just open this?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, man. Oh, we didn't close it the last time we used it, and then all the nitrogen came out. Oh. I'm going to refill this right now. We're going to do this. Oh, actually, that's not even going. Now she's clear. Say it again.
Good job. I saw that the trap was like
Over there?
3 feet past the unit.
Okay, so let's talk about traps right now. Condensate traps and proper placement. There is your furnace. Here is your evaporator coil. Your evaporator coil is after the furnace, which means it's on the supply side of the furnace. So you don't need a trap here,
Oh,
right? Unlike an air handle that we put in, there's a trap, right? And that's because the evaporator coil is before the blower, right? And if we didn't have a trap there, water is not going to want to go down the drain, right? Because of the air pressure. So here, the air pressure or the evaporator or the air conditioning component is after the blower, because here's our return, because there's our filter over there. Here's your furnace, here's your evaporator, and here's your supply ductwork, right? So we have primary and secondary here from this evaporator, right? But then you also have this other pipe, which goes there, and yeah, it keeps going, and that goes to the other one in the garage closet. That's the other system. And then you have a trap there. So I know I'm not going to expect you to answer this question, but do you know why there's a trap there?
why is that? Is it because it's right before the waistline?
Ooh, good. Yeah, good answer. So if we didn't have a trap there, right, any sewer gases, right, because it's, that shouldn't have been done to begin with. See that? That should never have been done that way. They just drilled a hole in the side of that clean out, and threaded in a 3/4 inch male adapter and called it a day. But as you can see, it's been leaking cocky there for a while, right? Not right. But if there wasn't a trap there, sewer gases would enter this pipe and into the system, and you would have a shitty smell in the house, right? So because we don't need traps on these, they put it there. That just should have been done differently. Like, it could have been a real fitting and bushed down to that, and voila, right? With a probably even a taller standpipe, right? Because if you have a sewer backup there, right, and wastewater is coming up that pipe, it's going to come into this pipe and then go into the systems. So it really shouldn't have been done that way at all. Maybe add like a check valve, a spring check, something where it's going to stop the backflow if there's a backup on the sewer main. Okay, we blew out the line. The system's still not running. Whatever, it is what it is. But the drain is clear. So great question. All right, you overheard the conversation that I was having with Peter. I'm just showing him. He's learning. He's slowly learning, but he's learning. Rome wasn't built overnight.
He gave him a bonus question.
Exactly, but he got the bonus. He got the bonus question right.
You should benefit for that.
But the question is like, should you be concerned about it? Should you worry about it? Should you take corrective measures to correct a few deficiencies that are with the piping the way it's put in? The system's, as you saw, I called it a wildebeest. You called it a older beast. Listen, there's going to come a time in the future where you're going to have to replace the equipment. Mm-hmm. When you do that, everything's going to be done the right way. Okay. Otherwise, right now, like, I'm not a fan of how they drained the condensation from both machines, the way they did it. And any professional wouldn't be a fan of that either, because it's not right. Because if you ever have a sewer backup, the water is going to enter into the...
Yeah, I caught that.
Yes, yeah. It's going to enter it. And then you're going to... Then you'll deal with SIMI and you'll have an insurance claim and you'll get new equipment.
Listen, the thing that's really not so funny is that when I'm here 6 months a year, I have to get somebody to come and check the house.
Well, that's why I remember when we first met with the leak from above, maybe perhaps like an automatic shut-off valve that you can remotely turn off, or it will sense a leak of water. We briefly spoke about it. Yeah. It's a valve that gets installed in the water main. It connects to your phone. It connects to Wi-Fi, and it senses water flow, it senses leaks. Or if you go away, right, let's say you're away for X amount of months, you can just turn it off.
So why don't we do that?
I think we should.
Also, you can also combine. Now, again, that's not going to sense what's going on here, right? This is just
separate.
Totally a separate issue.
Should happen.
This is exactly this.
What did happen, by the way? I have no idea what.
The drain for the air conditioning systems was clogged, and I took that. We call that a drain cat. It uses nitrogen, and we blow out drain lines with it. But unfortunately, we didn't properly close it the last time we used it, so there's none left. So, in a pinch, I'll just take my mouth up to the pipe and blow through it. It wouldn't go. It wouldn't go right at first, but eventually it went. It was clogged.
Wow.
So now all that crap is now in the waste piping of the house.
I'm telling you, nobody in this house did anything before we showed up. I mean, I feel like we're getting everybody else's...
So let me ask you, let's say this thing exists for, let's say, 5 more years.
Okay.
Hypothetically. Should this be something that we do yearly to have someone
maintenance,
come in?
yes.
Yes. And to just check that and blow it out.
Yeah, blow up the drain lines, check the filters. Like, you have a filter in there, and I know it came with the house, but it's really not the right size. But
I bought a whole box of those filters you told me to.
Yeah, maybe it's for the other system though.
It's for in that crawl space.
Maybe it's for the other system though.
No, you told me. No. I specifically. I'll
show
it to
you.
you.
Let me see.
I bought a whole year's ago.
Okay. Let's see. These filters are for that one. And the other one is for this. Let's see, first one. All right. So back to what we were saying. The on newer equipment, like you can't really do full maintenance on your systems, because if I try to clean the units outside, they're going to fall apart because they're already falling apart. So basic, just preventative things you do, like blowing out the drain lines. We check the filters. We check airflow. Just see if there's any shorts. We check the amperage of a system. So like there's certain parts that we can change on a system. Like a couple months ago, your blower died.
Right.
That's a part that we had to order, but we got, and It works.
So approximately what time of the year should I do that?
Usually in the beginning of the season. Like, but there's some companies out there that'll do it when they're slow, which is in March and April. But we do plumbing year round, so we're busy year round. But I don't do tune-ups.
When we come back from Florida?
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing is that piece you were talking about.
So let me take a look at the water main, which is in this closet.
Also, the thing you said upstairs,
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's the water main. Okay, 3/4. Perfect. The only thing we need is an electrical outlet for it, which is not nearby. Maybe. Oh, there we go. An outlet there. So there on the water main, we install. We install an automatic shutoff valve.
Right.
It gets wired into your Wi-Fi. Not wired, but it connects to your Wi-Fi. It connects to power, and you have an app on your phone, and it will sense. It learns the behavior of the house.
Oh, it's like the learning nest type of thing.
Kind of, yeah. And it senses water flow. And if it senses something abnormal, it will turn off the water and it'll alert you. Now, as it's learning, there's a learning curve, obviously. So imagine being in the shower, all of a sudden this thing turns off. It happens at first, right? But that little drip that you had from that sink, which probably went on for months, it would have been detected probably within a few minutes. Because it's sensing a very slow drip.
No, it's definitely well worth it since we're not here for 6 months.
But also on some of them, you can also put in wireless sensors, under sinks, for example, under a toilet. And if it senses a drip there, it's going to turn off right away. What you just had in that closet has nothing to do with this, because that's just condensation. It's like wastewater. But you could have put like a wireless alarm where it just gives you a signal. Which maybe not a bad idea for $20 on Amazon. Like a little 9-volt battery powered little thing sits on the floor. If it senses water, it alerts you.
Yeah, I already have one for the hot water heater. I put one in when I did the alarm. I put that one in. It's definitely something I definitely got to do.
Yes.
Not even just
Just
look
killed
over.
a monster. No,
Now, as far as cost involved with something like that, there is different calibers of kind of like a car. It's like you have a Honda, you have a Rolls Royce. So there are cheaper systems where the equipment itself is about $500 to $700, and there are more expensive ones into the thousands, literally.
We want a cheaper one.
Okay.
Because who knows what's going to be with the future of the system.
So realistically installed, at most you're probably looking at about $1,000, at most.
Now, should we do it now? Should we wait till we go away?
We should do it maybe after
the whole job is done.
Yeah.
All right.
Just whenever you're ready, let me know. We'll order it and we'll put it in. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. We went from a clogged condensate drain to now an automatic shutoff valve, on the water main. Gives them a sense of protection and security. Prevents water damage and water loss claims on your homeowner's policy. But that's what you do. You develop relationships with your clients. You build trust, because people who are comfortable with someone are more inclined to do continued business with them. Plain and simple. So hopefully you guys learned something from this video. And that big white thing, that didn't sit too well in my mouth, but I blew her out, that's for sure. I definitely blew that white pipe. You guys know, you've done it before too. Don't be lying to me, you guys like the white pipe in your mouth. I cracked myself up. All right, have a great day, be well, God bless, stay safe.